Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. The President of Ghana, Mahama, has slammed President of the United States, Donald Trump, over his South African remarks that he made during the visit of the President of South Africa, Cyril Ramaphosa, to the White House. Remember, the President of the United States embarrassed the President of South Africa by playing tapes and by showing videos of what he called white genocide in South Africa, which some of the photos turned out to be photos from Congo. Ghana's President Mahama slams President Trump's South African remarks as an insult to all Africans, and the President of Ghana is saying it is an insult to all Africans what Donald Trump would have said in the White House, embarrassing the President of South Africa, Cyril Ramaphosa. And this news was carried by various African news outlets. I'm going to read here from the African Dream. This is saying, Ghana's President Mahama slams President Trump South Africa remarks as insult to all Africans. Ghana's President John Dramani Mahama has condemned recent remarks by US President Donald Trump against South African President Cyril Ramaphosa, calling them an insult to all Africans. And I quote, this is what President of Ghana said, and I quote, "This is not only a distortion of the truth, it is an insult to the memory of those who fought colonialism and apartheid across our continent. To use fear and misinformation to vilify South Africa's post-apartheid journey is an attack to the dignity of all African people." That is a strong comment by the President of Ghana. This is coming also from the Center of Broadcasting Investigative Journalism, and it reads, in an opinion piece published in the Guardian, Mahama condemned Trump's portrayal of South Africa's land reform as a deliberate distortion fueled by misleading videos and historical revisionism. He warned that such narratives dangerously rewrite the painful legacy of apartheid, undermining efforts to build a united future. Mahama's critique laid bare what he described as a reckless attempt to stoke division and fear, instead confronting the real challenges faced by South Africans today. Now, this news was also carried by another new Sankofa Online news agency, and this is saying, this reads here from Accra, Ghana, President John Dramani Mahama has strongly criticized US President Donald Trump for claiming there is a white genocide in South Africa, calling the remarks an insult to all Africans and historically false. President Mahama's statement comes after Trump's meeting with South African Cyril Ramaphosa, where Trump raised concerns about violent violence against white farmers in South Africa, presenting photos of some of which were allegedly misattributed to South Africa's incident. Some of the photos were of Congo, when they had a disease spreading in Congo. There you see the guys dressed up in white. Some of the pictures had that was never in South Africa. President Mahama, the president of Ghana, is saying that President Trump's remarks were misleading and they ignore centuries of oppression. And he went on to say the economic balance in South Africa today is unprecedented. He highlighted historical examples of African nations' solidarity with South Africa's liberation, including Ghana's protest in support of black South Africans after the Sharpeville massacre in 1960 and the Soweto uprising. The president warned that Trump's rhetoric plays into a broader pattern of historical revisionism, threatening to erode hard-won truths about colonialism and apartheid. He emphasized the language has long been used as a tool of conquest and that Trump's actions are an affront to the collective memory of dignity of all Africans. President Mahama also pointed out the stark economic disparities in South Africa, where white South Africans, making up less than 10% of the population, they make up around 6 to 7% of the population, but they control disproportionate share of the country's wealth. He questions why Afrikaners fearing persecution wouldn't seek refuge in separatist town like Orania. They have a white-owned town in South Africa, and some of the Afrikaners are seeking refuge there. Or Cleanfontein, which operate largely independently with their own schools, currencies, and local government. So they have white towns in South Africa that operate independently. Imagine that. And the government of South Africa is leaving them alone. They are not doing anything to interrupt their way of life. My friends, this is serious, and Africans are standing with South Africa against what is said to be a brutal attack on the government and the system in South Africa. Comment your thoughts and opinion and let me know what you think about this topic today. If you're watching for the first time, please consider subscribing to my channel. The mission of this channel is to bridge the gap between the African continent and the African diaspora, because we are one people separated by a brutal European Transatlantic Slave Trade and colonialism. But we are coming back together as one. On this channel, I bring to you everyday breaking news that affect the African continent and the African diaspora. Like the video, share it with all your friends and family, and please comment your thoughts and opinion and let me know what you think about this topic, and let's have a wonderful interactive conversation today. I am happy that Africans are standing with other Africans in the fight against colonialism and imperialism. My name is Beyond. Thank you for watching this video, and you can also sign up to become a member of my channel by clicking the link in this description box and join the channel and become a channel member. This will help to support the journey of bridging the gap between the African continent and the African diaspora. Again, I say thank you for watching today. Like the video, share it with all your friends and family, comment your thoughts and opinion, and let's have a wonderful interactive conversation. My name is Beyond. This is Beyond Uncut, and I will see you again tomorrow in the next video. Much love and bye-bye.